It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons, reigning league MVP. He's coming off an absolute offensive showcase last week. Double-digit passing touchdowns.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And as we see the quarterback take the field, Mike, I mean, think back to the game that he's coming off of. Not only did he lead his team to a win, but he broke Norm Van Brocklin's single-game passing record in the process. Mike, that's a record that stood from 1951 all the way up until last week. I'm not sure we're going to see him replicate that type of success in this one, but if he's somehow able to do so, it will easily be the best two-game stretch by an NFL quarterback in league history. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now he'll run it. Uh-oh. Yeah. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll run again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Down the sideline. High-hope hits. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. His first touchdown of the new campaign. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. his second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man.
They'll look to throw. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Atlanta. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it off.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Now he'll run. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for...
And apparently... He'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now they'll set up to throw. He runs with it. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he will score again. Touchdown, Falcons. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Open man downfield, that's London. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Off he goes. Yeah. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He'll take off again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Atlanta. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Taking off, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Open man down the field, Mooney. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A throw on the run is complete. He will score again. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
He's going to keep it himself. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and
he is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Atlanta. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. They'll run it here with Robinson. They need 8 as they come up for third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his left.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Kyle Atlanta. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.